An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And it's up and good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Sategna. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Green. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing this second half.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Ready to start the second half, Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive on it? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On the move, it's Jackson. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Gonna let it fly. And you just don't expect your junior quarterback to get fooled and to throw it into double coverage like that.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. Dropping back, it's Green. Trying to make magic with his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice scramble, unbelievable job after dropping back to pass and understanding the situation, and a nice heads-up play. Slide. Live to fight another down. Don't try to make a bigger play and run through somebody big and get yourself hurt.
to the air on first down. Getting some heat. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Throws to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
On the ground, it's Green. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and 8.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense set on first down. Give to the single back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Arkansas 21, Alabama 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll give it to the back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
Quarterback checking the play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And it's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Alabama! This is exactly what we expected. Blow for blow, trading punches, just like two elite teams should.
Yep, and great players have to make great plays in big moments, right? Step up, break a tackle, do something spectacular, and that's what the young man just did.
Lining up to add another. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The back goes in motion. Back to throw, it's Green. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Handoff to the lone back. Fighting off the defender. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Looking for space, it's Jackson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Got a man, it's Sategna.
I got to tell you, I love the thought on offense. You want to get one of the fastest players in the country the ball in space, see if he can break one, make you a big play in a 2-minute situation. But that's just a better job tackling by the defense. They practice that all week, and it shows up big here late.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught, it's Jackson. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Defense was right there, but they couldn't stop him from making the catch, and he's got it to the 30. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wants to throw. It's Green. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes a connection. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. The defense will use a timeout, and the clock is stopped with 24 seconds left. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
No field goal attempt here. They'll try to break the tie here in the 4th with a touchdown. target down the middle. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there, finish this thing off.
Now that they have the lead, this kickoff unit has to stay in their lane, create some field position, and hand it over to the defense. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Comes out throwing on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Quarterback moving. Fires downfield. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.